Hey up, welcome back to the Man Cave Workshop, and thank you so much for joining me again. Okay, carrying on with this RP35 hacker. We're going to have a go today at getting this big ding out of the grill. Imagine how much news has come through this grill over the years, and how many records and tunes and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it is quite a big ding. We're going to have a go at that. There's a couple of other issues. I mean, the radio works, which is great. I think we will recap the amp board. I'd love to be able to get one of these just, if you could get these again, new. These, I think they're Phillips caps. Don't know. If you could get them again new, because they've lasted donkey's years anyway, haven't they? And put them in again, that'd be great. But the fear of leaving them in is one will blow its top, and then all the transistors will get all messed up and stuff. Okay, so the other issue is this collar. I ain't a clue what we're going to do with this. I haven't got a spare collar. It should be like that one on that side. As you can see, it's missing this bit, and it's all a bit gnarled and bent up. We'll straighten it out, some pliers or something, and coax it back into its original shape. We've got to recap the main board, just a couple of caps in there, I think, and the dial face where this sticky stuff's been on. What actually happens is I try to peel it off in a corner. I think I did this, and what happens is, as you can see, it just goes clear. So we're going to have to pull all this off and get some paint to match and repaint it best as we can. So anyway, let's have a see if we can ruin this grill face even more. Let the lunacy begin. I actually have already had a go at some of these little dents. They're looking a lot better. What I found is some of these tools, the back edge of them, they're quite a good shape, and just by running them over the dents, sort of like this, I can still feel the dents. It does, see what I'm doing, it does seem to push them out. You can hear the dents there, see, there it's all smooth, and there's a couple of dents there. And then even using a little bit of force just to give them a little bit of a nudge, it does bring them up a lot better than it was. This is the main one here. So we're going to have a go at that now. Same sort of thing. I'm just going to put this in and see if we can coax it to go a little bit straighter. See, these tools are good because they do actually taper off. So a little bit of patience, a little bit of time, and we should be able to get it looking better. Decided what we're going to do as well when I put this on is cheat a little bit and flip it over, because that's the way it was on the video, and you can see the dent really stands out. But if you flip it over, it's not as bad. You see that dent? Any automotive body repair people will probably be cringing at this. I don't know if it's the right way to do it or not, but it seems to work for me. So what I'm going to do is, you can already see it's kind of coming out. I'm going to carry on with this and get it out best we can, and then we'll see the result. Okay, with it, I suppose it's knowing where to stop, really. And I mean, come on, we're not far off there. I don't think we'd even have to flip that over, I think it could go on the same way. The same with these little dents on the side, just keep going over them and over them until they get smoother. There's a nasty one down here, and I think that you can hear it there still, but the metal's stretched a little bit. But like I say, it's knowing where to stop. You don't really want to make matters worse, but generally that does look a hell of a lot better than it did before. At least I think so anyway. Okay, let's have a look at this handle. Let's get this into shot. How are we going to deal with this? See, on that side, that's how it's supposed to be. You can see it's all nice and flat. I know we haven't got the collar bit. And this is, these don't slide off. They're actually, looks like they're riveted on. But this one, there's a bit of a mess. Let's get some pliers, see if we can straighten it out a little bit. I'm going to struggle here a bit because the camera is in my way, so you guys can see probably better than me at what I'm doing. Let's just try and gently ease that back into place. Just hope it doesn't go snap, ping pong all over the place. Totally broken. Okay, I'm going to carry on just gently easing it back to how it should be. You see what I mean? It's really lifted up, like it's been yanked off the screw housing on the case. It is a bit wobbly. Right, I'll carry on, see how far we get with this. Okay, again, I must admit it's looking a lot better now. There's that one, there's the angle. Let me get this one in. It's much better now. I must admit it did have a few gentle taps with the ball end of a toffee hammer with this bit. Just a few gentle taps, but I only swung it about 5 foot back and hammered it down, and it seemed to flatten it out and work. I really don't know what we're going to do about this. I'm not happy without it having its collar on. I don't know if there's any fabrication people I know that could make one or what to do, but at the moment I can't do much about it. Oh, first things last. Next things, we'll just recap this amp board. I'll probably do this off camera. There's plenty of my videos, plenty of videos out there how to do it. We'll set all the currents and the voltage on it, and we will. In fact, we'll do the main board, and we'll do that on camera. So I'll fire up the soldering iron and get the camera rolling while we do the main board. Okay, let's get soldering. Soldering iron's warming up. Tools I'm going to use are, this is all I think I need: a solder sucker, a jar to squirt the spent solder into so it doesn't end up all over your bench, which it has been doing, some electric flux, some solder wire, some solder braid in case we need it. Let's take this can off the board here so we can see if there's any capacitors under there. I've been dead lazy. I've not looked at a schematic or anything. I've been too lazy actually. I've not looked up much information about this radio. Oh look, there's a cap there. That'll need doing. One big one there. And is there one hidden right in the back there? Oh, that looks tricky to get at. There's one right down in the bottom at the back there. And that's about it. That's about it. Okay, let's start at the end. And by probably going to lose that screw, so let's screw it into the can in the hope that it stays there. Put that on one side. Let's have a look at getting at that little one at the back there. Where is it? Looks like it's from there. I'd be totally wrong here. To that point there. We think. Oh, nudge the camera. You see the guy I'm talking about? It's right in the back there. It'll need to come out if if we're going to do a proper job. Gosh, that's going to be tricky to get out of that. I might wimp out here and turn the camera off so you don't hear me saying a few choice words. Okay. Now, I did say I'd wimp out and turn the camera off, but where's the fun in that? I think I've been shining a torch behind the board here to see exactly where this goes. And I think it's this here and this here, these two. So let's have a go at heating that up and getting that solder off there. Hopefully it will be an absolute nightmare because the camera's rolling. But you never know. I've moved all the wires out of the way before I end up... Let's clean this soldering iron head. Before I end up burning them all to bits. Okay, so let's get some heat on it. I've got the camera in front of me. I can't see exactly where the soldering iron is going. And all I can see now is a big splodge of solder. Well, this isn't coming off very well, is it? I have to get the braid on there, I think. Let's get some braid on it so we can ease it off that way. Again, we're hoping, well I am, I'm hoping it's the right terminal as well. Oh, you can probably see it better than I can. I think it's this is the other end of it here. So we'll go at getting that off. Oh, totally missed. Kind of missed the desoldering tool. Oh, did I touch that wire? Nearly. Very closely there. I could see it going close to it, but I don't think it touched it. Right, let me have a look a bit closer because all I can see is the camera. Have we got it right? That top bit looks fairly clear, but this one doesn't. Let's see if it'll come out. It's buried really deep in there. I'm afraid I might have to move the camera out of my way to get a clearer view of it. I don't want to move, does it? I kind of knew this would be an awkward one, so that's why I've kept the camera rolling, because it really is buried right down. Oh, it's moved. It's moving. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get it in shot for you. Oh, sometimes I think, why do I put myself through this? I do like it when it all works, and then I think, why do I film it? Because that puts even more pressure on. So it is moving about. Let's see if we can get a bit more of the solder off and get it clean out of there. Let's use a bit more of this braid. It's always fun when somebody else is doing it, isn't it? Because you can just sit there and relax. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have been through this. Try to film it's fun as well. All adds to the fun and the enjoyment of the hobby. Oh God, come on. I think that's got it. Okay, I am going to wimp out now because I'm going to have to lift the board out and pull it out with some, just these fine nose pliers. We'll pull it out and have a look at it. So I have managed just to get just about in there with these fine nose pliers, but it's still stuck on one side. So I think it's this side. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, I can only just get in there. What I'm going to do is just heat it up while I pull from this side. If I can get around to seeing where it's connected. I think, did that do it? No, did it. Again, I'm filming it so you can see my pain. Oh, I think it just fell out. That's good. Yeah, where did it go? Which way was it in? Well, it's definitely gone. It's probably wedged itself somewhere it shouldn't be now. Oh, I can see it right down in the bottom there. Okay, so if we turn it this way, perhaps it... Oh, there we go. It's come out. There was the little capacitor down there, and I think it went in that way. Let's see what it is. Perhaps get it on the meter. We'll make a meal out of this capacitor, and then I'll just do all the other ones off camera. Wanted to do the hardest one on camera. Okay, we got it on the capacitance reader. Doesn't do ESR this. It'll just give us an idea. So it should be 6.4, this cap. Let's have a look at it. I think so. Let me get this on, see if you can see it better. So it's 25 volts. And if we get it round this way, can you see that? 6.4. Let's see what it reads. 8.6. 6, 7. It wasn't too bad, was it? A little bit high. The ESR is probably well out, but it'll have dried up, and it's always good to change the old caps, especially when the donkey's years old, because you know then when you put it back together that they're not going to pack up. At least you hope so. At least you hope a new one won't. Okay, what I'll do, I'll get on with the recap now. I've shown you the most tricky one and just about winged it. And the next time you see it, all this radio will be totally recapped and probably won't work. Okay, just going to do this cap next. By the way, the cap down under there is called, on the circuit board, it's C3. Good luck with getting one of them back in. That was a struggle, that was. Easier to get it out than get it back in. So this one's on a line. I've already desoldered it from the board here, as you can see. And I'm just going to desolder it from its contact there with the pink. So in fact, I'm just going to snip it out, and then we can re-sleeve its replacement. It says nudging the camera all over the place. Sorry about this. Let's get that out of there. So then what we can do with its replacement is to use the sleeves. So here's it's a 2.5 cap, and this is a 2.2. So positive end, which has the crimp side on, we'll put this sleeve on this one, and the negative end is pink, so we'll reuse the sleeves again and put that back in. Just thought I'd point that out for you. Okay. Again, I'm still waffling about this capacitor. We just changed that it was sleeved. And what I want to do, I don't get a chance to demonstrate this often, but when you're not doing a through hole, the best thing to do is to get a mechanical joint first. So what I'm doing is just bending the leg around to hopefully, I'm nudging the camera like mad. I think sometimes they're called a J joint when you hook two J's together. But I'm just bending the leg around, wobbling the camera all over the place. And I'm going to connect, sort of do a little hoop for it to go around this bit here. And get something else to... I'm not usually this sort of fingers and thumbsy, but as soon as I turn that camera on, I do get fingers and thumbs. But you can see that's now going to get a really good mechanical joint first. Let me pull the back of it up, else I'm never going to be able to snip that off after, am I? So we've got not the best. Quite a good mechanical joint. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to squeeze it on there. Okay, I can perhaps just hold it there while we just solder that on. Let's get a blob of solder on it. Quite a blob. Let's heat. It's already stuck, but let's make it just a bit neater. There we go. Let that cool down. Nice mechanical joint. I didn't put any flux on that. Luckily this solder I've got has got a flux core. I'm going to snip that off and it's going to fall into the set. Sorry about all the camera wobble. I'm going to snip that off, it's going to fall into the set, but then we're going to fish it out. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you a nice mechanical solder joint. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Still got the onboard to recap and set up. I shall do that next. Still got this big cap to do down here. I do enjoy watching people recap things, but it can get a bit boring when you're watching it. I actually like watching people solder because you kind of pick up tips. So in the next video, all the electrical work will be done, it'll be serviced, and we will be getting ready to finish off the cosmetic work. So, thanks for joining me. Catch ya.